loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw.
Man open. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the interception, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them. Show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's...
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
The slot man in motion right.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
The center receiver in motion to the right. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They snap it to Smith.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. Managed to convert And that'll keep the drive alive.
On the 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates. Ready.
On the counter, it's Walker, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Chiefs are 12-2 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Smith. This is the tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give them 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And Walker has it.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Smith on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Slot man moves right.
Trap 60.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make it 17-13. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 35 on second down, Smith Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
Yeah, his hand on it couldn't quite corral. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Look at my team.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's got his tight end Fant.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. Runs over it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Geno on first down. And this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A give for Walker running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Out of the gun, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Smith now to throw.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
30. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Open man right side is Tony.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Mahomes to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the first.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
To throw is Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Gets this to Fant.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Smith throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One last throw here for Smith. This for all the marbles. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slime. Benz, look